We can skin a buck, we can run a trot line, and a country boy can survive.
Compare, the differences to now. What are the things that you have improved on? What are your habits like? Training habits, off-field habits. I mean, obviously you've made some huge gains. Tell us about what you've done and what the differences are.
I'd say the biggest difference is probably my nutrition. Along with Juice Plus and eating raw fruits and vegetables, less processed food, less sugars. My recovery is 80 times better than it ever has been. I mean, my soreness doesn't last as long, even though I work out harder and longer. My endurance is better. As far as throwing back-to-back days, I have no problem. And I think the nutrition has a large amount to do with that.
Had a great year, especially at the end of the season. You got stronger as you went, and you pitched, I forget exactly what it was, but 14 out of 17 games at the end of the year, and you seemed to get stronger. Your stats were better. You were overpowering. Dominic, you had 72 Ks in roughly, 50 innings and about 6 or 7 walks. Talk about what you went through, what you noticed during that time that you did differently from maybe years in the, days in the past.
Okay. As far as the ability to throw basically every day. I threw 9 straight days at one point. He threw me out there pretty much every time. If we had a lead after 5 or 6 innings, I was going in. And that was every day. That's just flat out nutrition. That's the Juice Plus, that's water. I did make some changes to my diet, but I guess the life of a pro ball player can't be perfect with your diet.
Right.
So I think that's why Juice Plus was so important for me, because it is easy and it's available at all times to me.
Right.
As opposed to trying to go grocery shopping, especially on the road and stuff like that. It's impossible. So that was huge for me. Basically never got sore. If I was sore, it was never bad. And that was just Juice Plus. I mean, we really didn't even condition that much.
Late in the year, it's not like you're trying to push strength at that point. Yeah, not building.
No building
you're just trying to maintain
maintenance.
Yeah, survival almost.
Exactly. And then having thrown, like I said, throwing every day, I can't be out killing myself running wise.
Right.
Otherwise, I just won't hold up.
Right.
Because I'll be tired. So Juice Plus was huge for me in that sense.
In general lifestyle, try to make good decisions with what you're eating, and the key right there is the water. I mean, I'm sure you pounded water all day.
Probably about a gallon a day.
Yeah.
At least. Especially when it was hot out. I mean, it was easy to drink that much. But
you stayed away from all the chemicals, all Gatorade or soda and
anything sugar like that. Stayed away from it.
And when you slip or you notice a difference, you can feel it.
Oh yeah.
You can feel the lack of recovery and the soreness and so on.
Definitely.
And then you jumped up in velocity too.
Yep.
You were throwing probably as hard as you've ever thrown in your life.
Harder than I've ever thrown in my life.
Yeah. What was?
Topped at 91, sat about 88, 89.
Yeah.
And that's not just the whole season. That's even from a point earlier in the season where I was struggling to hit 84.